Hello and welcome back to Thalric Plays Wizard of Legend yet again. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Something like this. Last run threw me for a bit of a weird one, I think, with the Neve's Emerald run. Wasn't quite expected, but let's just see what we get today. And apparently I get something that I like a lot more right away. So, we have the Nocturnal Sundial, which is good. Considering our Arcana, I like it even more. We have the Chaos Crusher, we have the Wavefront Dash, which might still be my favorite one overall. We've got the Whirling Tornado, not quite the reach that I want to, but it's a really good defensive choice. And then we've got the Phantom Brigade, which is obviously a good thing to have. Especially considering that we do have the Nocturnal Sundial. This seems pretty good, and I instantly get hit. Since we will be able to sometimes use both of these twice in a row, for example, which could be very, very nice to have, basically. And I finally get the Wavefront Dash again, which I've been missing for a while already. And it's just a really solid dash. Allows you to push enemies into a corner or maybe off a ledge from time to time. So I like where this is going, and I was just a little bit too slow on that very first basic enemy that got me there, unfortunately, once. But yeah, we'll see how things are going to continue. This we need to include the knockback from. We need to include, or think of the knockback from the Whirling Tornado a little bit more as well, because if I had positioned myself a little bit differently, I could have pushed somebody into a pit there. But I didn't do that, so I did notice it though, at least. And here I decided to, before I do this, at the start of the room and just instantly kill myself, because we're gonna, I don't know, we're gonna take explosion damage, I guess. I decided to try and keep running, which just did not quite work out the way I had planned it to, more or less. But, ah well, it's fine. Please let me get away from this health, thank you. You might say, why do you do that? Well, we're missing out on 10 HP right there, so why would we? Let's take the Wavefront upgrade. I think the Line Shock Agent or the Scales of Babylon, well, anything basically there could be good, but I'd much rather check out our Relic shop as well still, but I wanted the upgraded Wavefront Dash thingy-mabob version already, basically. So yeah, it's fine. At least I'm gonna hope it is going to be, because as you can see, our damage is not quite where I want it to be yet, but it's very early still, and I think I got a little bit. We had one run where I just wrecked these guys completely over the last few days, and I think it would be cruel to compare this to that already. Let's just go for this. Oh boy, yeah, this could be interesting. So I'm trying to test a theory currently, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. Nope, okay, this is... Now we've got an issue. I'm gonna stick with this, no questions asked. So we lost our right click permanently, and got it replaced with the basic Arcana, which is... probably don't have to tell you that that is really bad. That this just happened doesn't make things better. The good thing, I still have my Wavefront, which we can use aggressively to dash enemies into corners. Unfortunately, I missed this one right there. Otherwise, we would have just stuck them both in a corner and moved on from there. The good thing is our Relic shop doesn't actually contain anything that I want. So I'm going to go back to our Arcana in... Well, let's just go there now, I guess. And no Microsoft... I do not want to do that right now, so please go away. And we're just gonna buy a new right click. And if I have to choose, I'm still gonna go with the agents, I think. And did I see that? No, okay, this is just a dead end. We didn't explore the entirety of the room. I know we still lost all of the 10 HP there, so why was I so adamant about it before? I don't know, but it good. Right click, please. There we go. This is still gonna play a little bit weird, because our right click is just a summon, and I'm usually not that good if my right click doesn't actively do anything that prevents me from taking damage to the face, which the Line Shock will not instantly do, at least, I assume. So we'll have to wait and see how that's going to play out, or I'm just gonna have to try myself to use my Q a little bit more. Also, we do have some reach on our basic Arcana here as well, so there's no real need for me to approach any situation aggressively right now. So we'll just take things somewhat slow for now, I guess. It's a bummer that we lost that card and that that Arcana, and that we got that the replacement was just completely useless because we already have a good left click. So our basic was solid. It was just very poor timing, but I mean, you gotta try, I think. That's the rule. At least on the first floor, when you don't have it upgraded already or yet, it kind of feels like a rule that you should do that, because in most circumstances, if you don't get extremely unlucky like we did now, you're just gonna benefit from it. Basically, you get an upgraded card back, and I wasn't married to the skills, so I thought, why not see what we can get? But it's just a bit of a shame. So, first floor left on max HP though. The line chuck agent is obviously a good thing, and it forces us to spend gold on something we shouldn't spend gold on. So that puts us a little bit behind right now. Oh boy. Okay, we're fine, we're good. I was trying to get the agents out there. Maybe should have focused on evasion a little bit more first before I've done that, but it's not like I can change the past now, can I? And we do need to consider our pushback here, basically, so I can push people into pits with quite a lot of this. And I mean, yes, I guess. Honoring cards. No, I'm gonna go with the Captain's Ring. I'm not sure how the Chaos Arcana count here. In terms of the elemental chests, a Chaos Arcana counts as its own element. I doubt it does the same here. It might count as Chaos, basically, so it could just be that there is, that I get 3 elements right now, so because I've got Electricity once, Water once, and Chaos twice. Oh boy, please, thank you, really. But I don't know. I really don't. Right click. There we go. Just get rid of the stuff that shoots us from afar first right now, I guess, is what this idea boiled down to. And our cooldowns are just so long, it takes forever to be able to do stuff again. So it's good that I'm comfortable in my left click, and this makes me consider things. I think I'm gonna go with the Alchemist Stone though. We are behind the curve on gold right now because we had to replace our right click, and I chose to replace it with an expensive replacement as well. It's 200 gold that we spent there on that one. Still happy that there wasn't anything interesting in the relic shop necessarily. But yeah, I still think the Alchemist Stone is at least it's the safest choice here, if we think about it. That's for sure. Just because it has no drawback anymore. We're at, well, we miss out on 9 Chaos Gems. Oh no, I will not be at 999 before the next one starts. Whatever will I do? See, we gain a lot more gold than anything else here, and that's a pretty solid thing to have, especially if we pick it up early on. It's going to accumulate quite a good amount there, I think. And so we'll put ourselves in a better situation overall again. I still think the double-edged cestus, at least from our current standpoint, could have been good, because it increases our basic Arcana damage, and let's face it, the basic is the one that we're using the most right now, since our cooldowns are just so long. That doesn't necessarily mean it's good to lower the overall damage of everything else, though, so I'm not sure. But, I mean, by now the choice is obviously obsolete. I just thought I thought it worth mentioning at least that could have been one way we could have gone, and at least for the time being it would have worked pretty well for us, I guess. Nope. Oh boy, that was a clutch dodge there. I'm happy that worked out. Against the fire guy, for example, that one wouldn't have worked because his shot is just way too wide. So now I feel better about things though again, because now we've got the upgraded version, which is awesome. I don't think we necessarily want to buy anything else here though. The relics, once again, not really. Yeah, we just got the one, didn't we? Yeah, I don't know, but it's fine. We're not really at a lot of choices anyways. Okay, we've got, oh boy, him. Let's not move for now. That's a good. Sometimes I'm starting to understand the burst mage a lot better by now, basically. As well, this one's easy. Well, it should be if I didn't screw this up too much. But if he teleports, basically, he teleports a set number of times, and if you're if you can afford to stand still, basically, against him, you see where he teleports, sets his shots up, but then you can easily evade. That's at least the idea, so you shouldn't just run around, because if he teleports right in front of you, you run into his shots, which is just horrible, basically. So, standing still against the Burst Mage is the best thing you can do in a lot of areas. It's just, you need to have killed all of his madness that happens around him so that you can afford to stand still in the first place. That's the main issue there, I think. Especially if you get him on the third stage, more or less. 2 and 3. Yes, okay, we're good. We're good. You can Q. And there it is. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, good enough damage for now. 1. Right click here. Ah, they're gonna get frozen. Boo. Oh, and they were too far away, so at least I got my line shock back. Come on. And that hopefully will hit her? No, I was too far away. Are you serious? Oh god, that was a bad way to run, but it's gonna work because I'm fast. I think I have a rope that increases movement speed. I might be mistaken, but this feels like that's what just happened because I got so close to her. Or her placement was far enough into the room that it worked out fine as well. Why does it have to be a basic again? I like the Bolt Rail, obviously, but the Chaos Arcana is just too strong here. And I don't... That's a shame. We're still at 4 Arcana right now. That's our main issue. So maybe I should have picked up the Arcana Rewards card. Just so that would have made us spend less money for our upgraded line shock. And it could have... We will be in the need to... Oh, really? I got hit by both. Wow. That's not okay. That's not okay at all. What was I about to say? Or what was I saying? I forgot. Really? I forgot. Yeah, we will be in need of buying Arcana. That's what I was trying to finish the sentence with, I believe. Okay. That's also rare that we see this room just as an... With no exit, basically. There's just one way in and out. But that's everything then. Also, I should not have tried to jump like this. I'm very happy it worked. But for a moment I thought, this is not gonna work. We're gonna fall down there. But luckily the game was nice there, and we can actually do that diagonal dash, apparently. Oh, there we go. I also thought for a moment I was going to get stuck on the corner there as well, but that didn't work, and then I just thought, nope, we're going to fall in, aren't we? Luckily I was wrong on both accounts, and that's when the wavefront was nice to have, because I pushed both of them back into the pit. Just over the ledge. And yeah, I think we definitely have some increased run speed here. This feels faster than some of our past runs, and I think I just noticed how much I rely on run speed. I'm not sure why I wanted to say run speed, because it probably the rely on it's weird. It feels weird to go back to the R, and it felt much more natural to stick at the L. So that's how that probably came into existence. So right now I want both of these. But we do have to find our Arcana shop first, since we definitely need a 5th Arcana. We cannot continue on like this for much longer, I think. Well, at least we really should. We can obviously just play the game with our 4 basic Arcana. It's not going to be a problem. Well, they're not basic. They're all upgraded, technically, since the Chaos Arcana are upgraded on their own, more or less, or they don't have an upgraded version. So they're just strong on their own, pretty much. And the line shock is a good Arcana as well, so I think we don't necessarily need an upgrade. We want an upgrade in that area, and it could just be more important than everything else that we have right now. But then the relics we could pick up, if we find a good Arcana to replace stuff with. So pick up, and I think I already saw one, the upgraded. Looked like Field Berserk to me, which could be awesome. Could also go for Water Pulse and go double down on the agents. But I think I'm going to go with Field Berserk. So I should have taken the double-edged cestus. That's what this one tells us now. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's going to increase the speed of our left click a lot. So that's not bad, basically. It's still good, and even without the double-edged cestus, it gives us quite the boost. And it sticks around for quite a while, doesn't it? Oh yeah, so it also explodes when we activate it. Now, oh boy. Like this. pretty much. But you can see why I like this, because the speed with which we execute this now is ridiculous. And it would have just been fun to do that with the double-edged cestus on top of everything, where we could have... First. Because taking damage increases our max health up to a certain limit. We picked it up early enough, I think, that it could still be useful. I hope not, because that means I'm taking damage where I really don't want to be taking damage, but who knows. I do have to be careful with the Lancer guys, though, and don't go in blindly against him, as per usual, because then I am just going to die. There we go. But instead he died, I didn't get hit, which maybe I should have wanted to get... Oh, okay, interesting. So these kind of play against each other in some way. I think because we bought the Arcana, we're not gonna be able to afford this, or we shouldn't afford this, since we probably want to keep the gold, or at least a little bit of a buffer there. So yeah, taking damage increases our max HP, which means it takes longer for take-up bucks to take place. But I still think it's good, because it's a way for us to work with overhealing and get something out of that. So I am very okay with this. Let's summon those in. Anything? Nope. Me taking damage, that's everything here. Wow. Also, oh, so much damage. Way too much. That's not good. Let's set those in there. They have not killed completely, just 50%. I am disappointed. And we get this. Okay. Right now I don't see anything we need out of this, which is good. Also means I maybe should have bought the sandals in hindsight. Oh, wow, what? He actually was alive still? Where did he teleport himself? I thought he was pushed in a pit, basically. That's what I thought happened there when I didn't see him. But maybe I'm just blind. That is a very real possibility. This going... The good thing is this is somewhat ranged. Basically, ow. See, feels much smoother in the damage department right now. One of them falling down? Maybe no. But we've got some reach with some knockback, basically. That's what I need to remember. So the Fuel Berserk can work really well to give us a barrage-like shot as well, I believe. And if the double-edged cestus had been here again, I think I would have picked it up now. I don't think we really need anything out of those, though. We don't have a Wanderer's Mechanism, so Volatile Gemstone is not going to get taken here. Bouncing Surge is actually something worth considering, I believe. The reach with which it bounces and the range we would gain out of that seems interesting, to say the least. But maybe it would be nicer to keep our gold and go heavy in the relic department later on. That could be true as well. We could be finding an Evading Zephyr, for example, which we move when we use this, and since we would use it faster with this, Evading Zephyr should work well with that, for example. Our damage, obviously, on just the range department, it's kind of crappy, but I was trying to make a point, so bear with me. And there we go. You are not going to get near me at all. Come on. Yeah, I'm right-clicking a little bit too... I'm left-clicking a little bit too much right now, maybe, or I'm trying to... we need to get in there so that my main attack hits as well, so... That's probably just my main problem with what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to be quirky when I don't need to be. Well, I never need to be, but it's sometimes fun to be. But I think this has outlived his... I don't know, it's welcome right now. So we've got one more fight right there. Maybe a second one in this hallway, but I'm not sure. Either way, let's get this done. And yeah, that's much better. There's still stuff alive up here. Not any longer. There we go. And there is nothing in here. So do I want to buy anything before we go fight the boss? Also, I'm not sure why I'm going here. I think that's the furthest way I could have gone for any of these. Infinity Marble is nice and all, but we don't need it. We could buy the healing. We would be fine with that. It would get us closer to take-up box again, but we don't need to buy healing. But we probably shouldn't. I still kind of like the idea of a bouncing surge, but I think we'd rather still keep the gold. See, this guy I have a little bit more trouble with still, but I think we're also going to be able to do just fine here if I don't screw this up. Because I'm missing his visual clues too many times, and I'm getting better at that as well. Nope, yeah, now that's when I got I didn't see the line forming, and I should have just intuited that though, because he always does that twice in a row. Augur is pretty good though. Like that, and we definitely have enough gold. I have a feeling, but I don't think so. You know what? No, we're in 2-2, aren't we? Yeah, so we're gonna fight Zeal now. I want something with long reach as well. That's what it comes down to. Like, we could have maybe bought the healing, but we definitely should be healthy enough to not die against her. And the bouncing search is just good for Sura as well later. Kill small stuff, basically. One more. Now that everything is on cooldown, we just whack her with our left click. That worked really well. That is number 3 and 4. And there we go. Q, E, throw an R in there. There's our... I should back off. I should back off. I realized it in time, luckily. Oh boy, at least I think I did. There's the big one. Ah, our speed almost carrying us through there. I missed the gap. I missed the gap. I saw it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Not happy that I missed it, so I tried to get that there without taking damage, but we got hit once there, unfortunately, near the end. But ah well, it's fine. And now this is where things get awkward, because I kind of want to use the scales. So the bouncing surge is not going to see much more use here, I think. Or we get rid of Fuel Berserk instead, which could also work, because I get to use my other cooldowns more often. I'm going to try that first. Not sure if that's the right way to go, because Fueled Berserk with the Chaos Arcana is very strong. But I don't know. We are not going to get the Earth Knuckle, so our Arcana shop at least holds no temptations whatsoever. Luckily, we'll have something decent in our... we'll have something decent in our relic shop. That's the word. This room last time screwed me over so much because I was waiting for them to teleport behind me again, which this time they didn't quite do. So I still took dumb damage, but man, this was weird. I apologize, though. But yeah, that's why I had so much trouble there, because I was waiting for it to just happen, and it didn't. So we're good, though, right now. There's the scales. We can Q again. Are they all dead? They are. Oh, and we get a special snowflake. The shop has tried to sell that to me so many times that it's now just giving it to me for free, apparently. See, and that's why I like keeping the bouncing surge around. Because it gives me reach, and it hits every enemy there. I'm a little bit worried for my health, though, but there's our shop, so... I mean, this is... There's too much stuff here. I'm gonna buy the healing right now, because I want to. And then we get the dagger and hope that we don't have to buy anything ever again. The Plaguing Sprite is also interesting, but I am fine doing without the Plaguing Sprite. That's perfectly fine. And we're just gonna try to accumulate gold now to increase our damage, because that's basically all we need. And I hope it's gonna work out. If we get a chance to create some healing, obviously that could still be good. But we'll see. So you see there's the bouncing surge as well. I just threw that in there and it completely took out that half of the room because they were all shocked. Oh boy, yeah, I tried to be faster than the enemy. Did not work out. That works, though, and now they're dead. But I took unnecessary damage. No, they're not all dead yet. I'm lying. The trees, just hiding them from plain sight. Okay, Q, E, there it is. And can we please push you all into pits? Thank you so much. Okay. Just over the ledge, please. There we go. And the good thing about the bouncing surge as well, it's fast. It doesn't kid around. Okay, yeah, it got reflected there, so I'm happy I didn't get hit. But it gets thrown out basically instantly, and it travels extremely fast, so it hits enemies quickly before they get to do stuff. At least usually it does. See, case in point. I mean, against these guys, obviously, since they're immune to being shocked, it doesn't really do much, but outside of that... this one would not work. Crimson Clover could be a thing, basically. Because we've got a lot of hits, so increased critical chance could work. But us taking the increased critical chance as well is just risky. I don't really like it. But yeah, what do I know, I guess? Oh boy, I know to not waste my cooldowns and walk into spikes. I don't have fire. We have... this twice, though. The issue here is that I can't get rid of the fire, can I? Because these don't count, and this is already in there. So it does nothing. Yeah, unfortunately. That's a shame. That would have been cool to open that chest up. We're missing, what, fire or... no, just fire. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check the Arcana shop again if there was a fire Arcana in there. Maybe. Okay, there isn't. So... does this count? It's fire! It explodes into fire. Yeah, it should count. It does. Wait, that didn't count. Why didn't the lightning count? Now it counts. Okay, now this overrides that, and then we go in there. Oh my god, yes. I feel so validated about everything right now. Holy crap, that was one valuable thing. Also, this means that I'm picking up the Crimson Clover. We just got healing. We got a Sprite, so it's good that I didn't buy one. And we got the Vampire Eyeglasses, which is perfect. I also forgot to switch off our thing again, but maybe it deserves its space. Yeah, let's try to kill the mages first, shall we? There we go. One's down. He's almost down. Brought our Q. This is ridiculous right now. I kind of feel better about this than the scales, honestly, right now. So maybe I'll stick to this for the time being. The scales with the reduced cooldowns are nice and all, but I think I actually like this more. At least against the boss it felt much better. And I think against the council members we should stick to this more. Go brought our Q. Anything else? Yeah, no, this is pretty awesome right now. I love this. And the Vampire's Eyeglasses with the increased critical chance right now is obviously just an amazing pickup. We hit stuff so fast. Yeah, I'm full. I mean, there was a health drop in there as well, but I'm full. Okay, it was not too early. And we're just wrecking stuff. Wow, that might be one of the most powerful runs I've ever played. Just from what it feels like right now, I might be too happy about this, but still, holy... It's so good. Throw in the bouncing surge or the bounding surge. They get stunned. And while they're stunned, we just close the gap and kill everything. I mean, it works pretty well, doesn't it? More or less. I'll get that thrown out there. Need to hit him with the first shot because the other two had their bubble up. Ooh. See, I once I get time to notice things, I think that worked so good. Wow. I'm amazed with how that's gonna work. I mean, the Vampire's Eyeglasses together with the Crimson Clover on the same floor just basically guarantees us enough already. It's so good. We're not gonna have a lot of trouble. I completely botched this room, or the entry to that room, I should say, because I didn't pick with this one. But still, this is just ridiculous. And the Alchemist Stone gives us more gold, obviously, because we can't get Chaos Gems anymore. And all that, it's everything is just coming together here. We've got the complete damage bonus out of the dagger by now, so I might even be in a position to spend gold again and be okay with it, because we're not going to lose damage out of it at least. So there's just a lot going on here. And the Nocturnal Sundial, just sometimes the things don't go on cooldown. I get to use my Q twice, we get to use our R twice. or just miss with it as well. I mean, it doesn't matter in this circumstance because I still wreck everything. And these are actually a godsend if I were in the need of healing, which I'm not. Okay, but I completely ignored this guy. We're gonna do this. It costs us HP, but we're on, well, we are on 3-2, but I think we are definitely in a position that we can regenerate enough HP to be good with this. Yeah, this feels just pretty solid. Let's see. We'll figure it out, I guess. But I think it makes us even faster if it's indeed the robe that does give us the HP. But I think it is not the HP, the speed. I still got hit there once, unfortunately, but still our crit is off the rails. Oh. I'm sorry, damage, but I need this. Yeah. Increases damage of summoned agents. It's just... my damage goes down, but their damage goes up, and I just wanted that. So we are not at 500 gold anymore, which I still believe is where that caps. I also don't know why I'm still running instead of doing the rest. We're gonna have to... We can get back up to 500, potentially. And... I mean, we still have to kill you, though. That's just good manners. And... I can just keep hitting him if he decides to keep running, I guess. And we still... Oh, no. No, what am I doing? This is horrible. That was so bad. And he's healing up to full right now, basically. Because I'm letting him. I completely got caught in that triangle, which is ridiculously bad. But... Well... 350 HP with the healing. We go into Atlas now, 425. It needs to be enough. I don't wanna spend anything here anymore. Yeah, we don't want to buy the healing. We're gonna be fine. I hope. We need to be. I mean, my crit chance is still off the charts, and we've got the Vampire's Eyeglasses. It needs to be good enough. Well, my crit chance might not be off the charts, but whoa, okay, that's a rough start. That's a really rough start, but our crit chance is still very, very high. Yep, that works. I completely have lost count, but I think he's gonna go for one more. Yep, there we go. Got everything set up, and yeah, he should just be dead. Okay, we're fine. We're okay with this. That went really fast. It just shows how quickly we can kill things. Hopefully we'll be able to transfer that over to Sura. Tracer Barrage is nice and all, but no. Well, let's leave that. That's okay. So, into the Sura fight we go. And this just feels so smooth right now. In comparison to the last run specifically, which felt super slow, this is right now exactly where I want to be, basically. And we don't even have any of the relics that increase our damage by a crap ton, I would describe it as. I mean, what the? I've seen that. I've seen people do that. Break through his face so quickly there that basically he doesn't even get an attack out before this is over. Also, I've got the bouncing surge against him. What am I even worried about? It's so good to kill all the small things. It's pretty ridiculous right now. Okay, even got the greedy hits in there in the beginning already. Yeah, that was just unfortunate though. But got him. I actually got him with the hit. I'm so happy. Oh, he's already... What? Why so fast? Why so fast? Why was he... crap. Okay. I tried to get them out there, so now I'm gonna... Well, we still should go after him, I guess, because the bouncing surge is probably gonna take care of most of that. Or my agents are. Well, we're not fine, but almost were. But now he's also toast, so it works, I guess. I got so much gold. Leave this with because we can't get any chaos gems there. But yeah, that was just... That felt so nice. That was a really fun run. See, that's like runs that I like a lot more. We were just, I mean, obviously we got way too powerful on this one. The basic Arcana is too good, and the Fueled Berserk got everything in there. With it, even the Tornado probably wouldn't have slowed us down much. The Line Shock agents are obviously better, I think, at least offensively, and with the damage that we were able to accumulate, they're just awesome. But running into things and then right-clicking to have the whirling, the Typhoon basically, get them caught in there, it's also would have worked really well. At the latest, once we had the Bouncing Surge, so they are shocked, and while we run in, they just die, pretty much. Or once we're in there, while they're shocked. I think there were multiple ways this could have gone, but I don't think there was a big chance of us losing, especially once I picked up the the elemental chest there. That was so good. That I'm happy I remembered that the Fueled Berserk is a Fire Arcana, and that the upgraded version actually deals fire damage because it explodes. So we got so lucky there. That gave us the Sprite, and that gave us the Vampire's Eyeglasses. That was so good. I'm extremely happy about that. But yeah, that is it for today's run. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, please leave a like in the comment. And if you want to see me play more Wizard of Legend, just come back tomorrow. And as always, thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.